Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Escaping the pressure. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cowboys have recovered. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by a man who threw for better than 34,000 yards in the NFL, a 4-time Pro Bowler from Eastern Illinois, and a pretty good golfer, too. It's Tony Romo.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Dorsett taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullback.
And it's a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett. He'll have another first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Dorsett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And, oh, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Dorsett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before For halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 72 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
Man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.
got to take care of the football, got to hold on to it.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 89 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Steps away. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 33 yards that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is...
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He'll drop this down to Williams. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. They're going to try and run. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That one complete to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. As we get set here, 1st and 10. About set. For this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it with Tony D. Oh, and now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Dorsett, 55 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, the pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower star difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now Dorsett. And now running right through it. And shutting it off now open field. He's at the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Dorsett, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play call...
It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll run. It's Dorsett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey, folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 39 yards. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. He'll fire deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Wow, first play of the game, CeeDee, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick, at QB.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win.
Menu narration option is set to off.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Romo. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead. To throw again. Romo. He'll fire. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 64 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge. Here come the Jets now as they get set to go on first down. Darnold on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's first down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think it...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Okay, so you won't be going. The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's caught at the 25. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
the coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about the pick up on 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
$16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 11 now. From the gun, it's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Nelson Aguilar, 53 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That'll obviously go as a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking ability and said to themselves, why are we just going to throw it to him? Let's double his touches and make him a big part of the run game, that big playability that makes it the forefront on that one.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now a first down throw. Romo. He'll fire deep downfield. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Back to the air they go. Romo on second down. And he's got it. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tommy Matthews There to make the grab. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the one,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none, because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. That's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are
and this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25 as we get set here on first down. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. Four down.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Pro Bowl end to Marcus Ware there to take him down. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger over the middle. It's complete. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They'll run here with counter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the challenge goals. And now the offense getting set, first and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Cowboys have recovered. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
We get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's first and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills, able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot. The Texans offense ready for first and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Watson to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But it'll be second down. Throwing again, it's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Watson. This one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really...
Johnson on punt 3, football's held. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now it's Dorsett. He spins away. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Now the Hall of Famer Dorsett. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
Okay, Coach, we get this challenge started in the first quarter with less than 4 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, 40 yards. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.